food here. We're a brew pub. And there are a lot of reasons why, and they were not reasons that we just put on the table without really thinking about it. We had friends that did at that time when we started Scratchtown, or still to this day after we started Scratchtown, that are restaurant owners, that we went and we talked to them for advice on. And we also, when we sat down, we set some basically 5 key aspirations of what we wanted Scratchtown to be. And we sat down and wrote out what our goals were when we started Scratchtown. And I think a lot of business owners don't do that, is they don't think about success. They think about, what do I do in failure, which we talk about a lot here as well. But we also talk about, what does success look like, and what do we want to be as we grow up as a business, so that we stay in line with those key aspirations and what our goals are, so that we don't get far away from, I wouldn't be here if we were running a restaurant. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want the headache of it, especially now since COVID, with the staffing challenges, with the supply chain issues, with, again, the inflationary pressures on the financial side.
Changing society where people don't go out as much as they used to.
That's exactly right. And being able to charge what truly it costs to make a meal that isn't necessarily outside the price point of our local consumer.
Right.
And so there are a whole bunch of other reasons why we didn't start the restaurant, because we felt that would get in the way of what we wanted to be, which was an award-winning, nationally recognized, small-town craft brewery that was independently owned and was hyper-focused on local sourcing, and also local relationships and local investment and local development. And we've done all of those things. We've met every single goal that we set out to achieve by ignoring the noise and staying super focused on what we wanted to be when we grew up. And that's one of the most proud things I have about what we've done, is that we've never wavered on that. Now, there have been low points where we've talked, well, maybe we should try adding this. Maybe we should try that. Well, no, I don't think that it's going to work, or let's just see how things go. And as time has progressed, I think it's provided us with some certainty about staying power and avoiding burnout, because we're still, that goal and that objective is still, I think, held by everybody that's here.
It's hard, though, to stick to vision when you're first starting out. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
I mean, when your goal is to keep the doors open and pay the bills, it's hard not to bring in whatever you think is going to make money.
It's hard to stick to it during any time of hardship.
Yeah.
COVID, slow winter months, when we started out. It is very hard to stick with it, and I think that's one thing that I would say we've done very well, is we've known what we wanted to be from the get-go, and we've done a fairly good job of it.
With the million people chirping in our ear or flashing money in front of our faces. I mean, it's come with not just customers asking us, to do this or to do that, but also, people that want a slice of what we've built. We've had plenty of people that have offered us lots of money to relocate Scratchtown to another community, or multiple times we've been offered money to relocate, or to do something a little bit different that isn't in our wheelhouse or our level of interest. And again, it goes back to what I think makes Scratchtown uniquely remarkable, at least to us and our community, are the things that are inherent in that goal structure and those key aspirations. And that, I think, is what's kept everything together from day one. Is, people here have come and gone, and but the ownership circle has remained tight, and we've remained focused on that end goal. And I think it's helped us. They always say, find your true North Star and follow it, relentlessly. And I think that's one of the things that we've done really well.
Yeah.
And yes, we've missed out on certain opportunities, but it's like, for example, we've looked at additional satellite tap rooms. Well, we looked really hard at about 4 or 5 communities to put a second or third tap room in, and we stepped back from that because it was going to force me to have to move to that community to do it. I didn't move out here to move away. I moved out here to put down roots and to raise a family and raise a business, and it also was not congruent. It was perpendicular to those goals, also with being focused here. We wanted Scratchtown to be a draw of people out to this area to see what we had to offer, to see what else was available here, and to have that unique experience that is inherently because we are here doing exactly what we're doing. And I think there's lasting power in that.
Absolutely. I